Hey guys, what's up? This is your host, Master Vinny MC. As always, it is a pleasure to have you all here today. Welcome back to the Square Puncher server, where we do indeed punch squares. The squares that I've been punching today are actually right behind me. As you can see, I am clearing lots of space in the jungle right now for the volcano, which will be built right over here in spawn, as you can see behind me. I've also been working on that airship, and we're going to show that off in just a few minutes. But before we get to that, what we're actually going to do is we're going to change our view around there, and we're going to do something that we don't get to do every day in Minecraft. And, yeah, it's just kind of exciting. So I wanted to bring you guys along for the ride. We do a lot of mining in Minecraft, but sometimes we forget that there's also a lot of crafting involved too. Lots and lots of crafting involved in Minecraft. And there's just so many materials that you need to gather if you want to do all the mining and do all the crafting. And over here in Master Vinny MC's spawn improvement chests, I have been collecting resources like a madman. And I actually do need to give a bit of a shout out to Tokushi, just real quick, because he did actually lend me some of the redstone, about a half stack of redstone blocks. So yeah, I'm gonna craft 9 stacks. Yeah, that's right, you heard it, 9 stacks of pistons. And you're probably wondering, what on earth do I need all those pistons for? I'll tell you what, folks, I do not need all those pistons, but the server does. And I'm a community-oriented sort of builder, especially when it comes to, you know, playing a multiplayer. There's really no point in doing it any other way. Yeah, it's pretty much all it boils down to. The community needs it, and so I will do it. Just in case you were wondering, we are putting these together for the making of our Ender Farm. Yeah, that's right. Ender Farm. And now, another thing I'd actually like to address is we had a problem when we were fighting the End Dragon. I won't go into it right now, but suffice it to say, it didn't work out so well. So technically, we did go in, we fought the Ender Dragon, we killed her. I call it a her because there's eggs involved, so kind of makes sense, right? So we killed her, and we didn't really have a good time of it. So we kind of agreed as a server that we were going to reset it and go in and try it again because we had a lot of like technical issues and things like that. And actually, I'm going to throw those on the ground just long enough here for me to get some more wood. But this is what it's actually like in Minecraft. There's a lot of grinding and hard work that goes into this. Most of this iron has actually come from our iron farm. I didn't want to use too much of it. Hey, Addy. Oh, I gotta say hi to him. I didn't want to use up the iron I was getting from the iron farm in like my own personal builds or things like that. I use it for just like tools or armor or cheap little things here and there while I'm working at spawn, of course, because I've been building a ton in spawn. Having trouble? So I'll do it. Haha. Yeah, I think Addy's been working with the Pixelmon server. Poor guy's been having a hard time with it, or so I've heard from the chat. I haven't been on there yet. I've heard good things about it. Essentially, what I've heard or what I've gathered is that it's a mix between Pokemon and Minecraft, which, quite frankly, are probably the 2 games that I have spent the most time playing in my entire life. So, yeah, we might hop on there at some point. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. For right now, like I said, definitely interested in the Minecraft community. And, you know, my community here on Square Puncher, these guys are my homeboys. And oh my goodness, I honestly didn't think it would take this long. I mean, so close though, right? So very close. So this is awesome. The sad part about this though, guys, is that I'm pretty sure these actually need to be sticky pistons. So yeah. That's gonna suck. But there you go. That is 9 stacks of pistons. I'm actually going to take you just on a quick tour. The other day I set up this wool wall here, and we're going to go ahead and turn down the sound there. Hopefully we don't get dive bombed by any creepers. But I put up these signs, kind of hoping nobody would mess up the color of the wool that it's in. So keep the colors organized, or Herobrine will kill you. Did you screw up the colors? Herobrine will know. So I've been kind of playing cop and making sure everybody keeps the community farms looking good. Yeah, it kinda is. It is 4 in the morning here for me. It's been a long night of farming and doing other things, but it's worth it. It's worth it for you guys, you know? Thanks for watching, by the way. So, yeah. This is the iron farm where I've been collecting the iron. And I've been kind of collecting it just because I don't want it to go to waste. Put that in there. I don't need those potatoes like that anymore. They need me to go to sleep. Kind of doesn't care. Yeah, I'm in bed. Maybe sleep, please. So on and so forth. There is a bed up in the airship, and that's actually where I'm going. One sec. This airship, I cannot claim all of the credit for. I have had another guy here on the server who's actually came up with the idea. I've just helped do a lot of the building and making it kind of look good. But he's the one who I would credit the idea to. His username is Ben Techie. In a bed. We're gonna sleep, beeps. Okay, guys, I'll be right back as soon as I get this taken care of. Yahar, welcome aboard, me mateys, and welcome back to the Master VinnyMC show. So, yeah, we did finally get to sleep there. I think Tay was like AFK for a few seconds, but it's no big deal. So this is the deck of the ship. Up here we have kind of captain's quarters. This glowstone's kind of ugly. It's not supposed to be there at the very moment. I gotta kind of move that later. But most of the ship's actually put together. Sadly, I've built a lot of this off camera just because it's such tedious work. And about a week, 2 weeks ago, we reset the death counter. As you can see, I'm at 14. Every single one of these 14 deaths has been falling to my death down there below because just the balloon and the airship, and it's been obviously deadly. But Ben Techie, a guy on the server who unfortunately does not make and upload YouTube videos, otherwise I would totally poor Addy, totally give him a shout out. But he came up with the idea to make a giant mob spawner here in Spawn, but we're gonna make it in the shape of a airship so that as it's up in the air kind of floating here, it looks good and it doesn't look like junk. So in the balloon and in the cargo hold of the ship are spaces for mobs to spawn. And actually we were just sleeping down here in the one spawning space. I'll show it to you right now. It's kind of lit up so that I could show it off today, but we've got some spawning pads in there. Actually, one of the things we figured out is the way these spawning pads are set up right now, if I can hop over here, we're getting spiders spawning in here. And I've seen them spawn in here, so there's no doubt in my mind they are, and they're clogging up the trap. I don't want spiders spawning in here, and neither does Ben. So we're going to have to do a little research on how to stop that. But if anybody has got like a real easy solution, please, by all means, toss something down in the comments. We would really appreciate it, because we've been kind of racking our brains. We don't The only thing we can figure is that when the game tries to spawn a mob, it looks at the signs in between, and it's like, sure, you can stick a mob there, why not? But, yeah, go figure. Up here in the balloon. Oh, goodness. Try that again. Is also more spawning room. And just to give you guys a little bit of insight into how the planning of this went, the dirt scaffolding was kind of left in here until I recorded today, so that you guys could see how I laid it out. I came up and I had my 3-dimensional axes, and then I went and I laid out a circle. So I essentially made a cylinder, and then at the ends of the cylinder I began to round things off down here. Actually, here's a good spot to show it from. Go up, and it's just been miles and miles of scaffolding. And then we just kind of placed the white wool around that. We can actually go up here on top of the balloon here, and we can get a really good view of spawn. I won't do like a full tour, but over there in the distance is a giant chunk error. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry, the garbage truck just went by outside. It's very early in the morning, and when I hear him coming, I usually pause the recording just because, man, that guy could be loud. He's driving a garbage truck. I don't blame him. Anyway, so this is Steveless, Minecraft Steve plus Greek god that holds up the earth named Atlas. Steveless. Ugly Food made that, and I don't know that he slept for like the 4 days that he was just constantly on making it and dying. I think his deaths are up to like something like 20 or 40, so that's kind of crazy. Anyways, it was from up here that actually Tay, who's hopped on here, yes I am. Tay over here was where he dropped the anvil down onto the head of poor Scoop, who was AFK. That's like a quick 2-minute video. I did catch that, so go and check that out if you guys haven't seen it already. And this is the rest of Spawn, and it just generally looks really, really nice, and I'm really happy with it and all the work that people have done. On top of the balloon, we've placed carpet, so the lightning will hopefully not burn it down. I don't know how that's going to work with ball lightning, but I've heard that ball lightning is a really low chance of that happening. So yeah, not too incredibly worried about that. Anyways, that's about all that I had to show off for today. I'm really happy with the way that this boat has turned out. I've got a few more tweaks I'm going to do on it, and of course we're going to get it so the drops are all coming down into the skeleton farm down below. And I'll actually show you that in a second. I'll also show you the square puncher sign, which me and Tay built. There you go, SQP square puncher. It's 2-sided pixel art wool with, of course, carpet on top. And yeah, it's 2-sided because it's too thick, and essentially we just reverse the pattern. So from the other side of the boat, it looks really good. But in here in the zombie grinder is where the mob drops from the airship are going to come down. And we've already got a few kind of piling up. Guys will fall down here on a half slabs, which are placed on top of hoppers, and the goodies will come into here, and of course like some building blocks and some other stuff I've built up. But yeah, so that'll be our main source of gunpowder when trying to clear out sand and sandstone to make Puncher Park, which me and Cerno have already constructed the entrance in creative, and I gotta tell you guys, it is looking good right now. So yeah, don't hold your breath. It'll probably be a few weeks till we get it put together, but I think it's gonna look really good. Here's an up close look of the town hall. And every time I walk by this, I'm like, really, dude? It's like right next to my house. Wait a, really? Thanks, ugly. This is Tokashi's. I'll let him show that off in his own time. Looks good. Great work, Toke. GG. Anyways, last thing I do for today is I'm just gonna go ahead and donate my pistons. And actually, the way I want to donate these is so that they're all nice and neatly organized. And you didn't. Organized in the chest. And there you go. Don't shoot me. I don't like it. No. Bad. I'm telling you, man, this Tay guy, watch out for him and his anvils. He's gonna get me. He was shooting at me from the bushes. And I dodged him, and I weaved him. And then he almost dropped an anvil on my head. I'm gonna get out of dodge before he hurts me. Anyways, guys, that is all from Square Punch for today. Thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to leave a like, leave some comments, subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me bring you guys awesome content. And, yeah. I will catch you guys in the future. That is one sexy looking airship. Stop shooting me! Why? Jerk.